Welcome, Vi from Philippines. That is awesome. It's amazing to know Ultra BNB. We are connecting to amazing people all around the world. That is the beauty of this platform, guys. It is not limited. We're actually crossing boundaries. Let me see. There are people joining the call. I wish to make one of us a co-host so you can assist me adding them to the call. Let me look through who can I make a co-host here. Leader Jane, I'm gonna make you a co-host so you can assist me adding other members to the call. And my name is Daniel Abajida Costa, the founder of Ultra BNB, and I want to warmly welcome you all to today's webinar training one more time. And before we get started, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you who made it possible for us to have such a successful launch. That was 2 days ago, right? The weekend Saturday. Yeah. So I mean, it was amazing. And many of our members are already earning happily, especially our active team builders who are truly enjoying the full benefits of being part of Ultra BNB. So let's give ourselves a big round of applause and a virtual handshakes for making this happen. It's quite amazing. This is our very first project, something that we got the experience from other platforms we had participated in the past and decided to come up with our very own, and we executed it beautifully. So we are proud to say that our launch went smoothly, no technical glitches, no system failures. Exactly as we promised during our pre-launch webinars and introductory sections, the platform is operating flawlessly, just as envisioned, guys. And Ultra BNB is more than just a program. It is an innovative, decentralized networking system built to create real income opportunities for individuals who are ready to maximize their rewards through teamwork, consistency, and commitment. So now, without further ado, here is what we will be covering today. One is going to be an overview presentation of what Ultra BNB is and how it works. And the second part is going to be a back office walkthrough. But if time permits us, we will dive into some hands-on training to help you navigate your account confidently. And I believe we do have some newly members joining us on this call. So at the end of this section, we might give the room for others to, share maybe their screens if they need assistance in getting things done. So please stay with us and don't forget to invite your teams to join these sections. Every training we host is packed with insights that are just as valuable as the earnings you will make here. All right. So it's very important we invite our people to join these calls. And just a few days ago, one of our members shared that he missed out on commissions in the 3x2 team build. It turned out his referrals purchased their entries before he did. A simple timing issue that could have been avoided if he had joined our previous webinar last Friday. So it's very important we join these training sections, and we host them from Mondays to Friday, same time on here. And same link basically. Yeah. So we truly feel for him, but the good news is he hasn't lost those rewards permanently. Once his referrals complete their first cycle, the system will automatically reposition them under him in their second cycle or board. So that is how fair and powerful the Ultra BNB structure is. And this is exactly why it is so important to attend every training sessions. Because the more you understand how the system works, the better position you are to earn, grow, and support your network effectively. So let's dive right in. But before we do, please take a moment to grab a notebook or a notepad, and you'll want to jot down key points as we go along. And if you have any questions, write them down too. We will have a Q&A session right after the presentation. All right. Yeah. So that is it. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with a short introductory video that explains how Ultra BNB works. Thank you.
Think about this. An opportunity where you can get started with just $25, where nobody controls your funds, where earnings are paid instantly and automatically to your wallet, and a platform offering 4 powerful income streams, all managed by a tamper-proof, decentralized, and transparent smart contract. Welcome to Ultra BNB, a revolutionary opportunity on the BNB blockchain. How does it work? You begin with at least one entry costing $25 in BNB. That $25 is automatically divided and distributed by the smart contract. $13.50 goes into the global power line. $4.50 goes into the auto buyback. $1.50 goes into the unilevel system. 50 cents goes into the top 15 leaderboard pool. $5 goes into the 3x2 team build. Nothing is held by an admin. Everything is distributed instantly, exactly where it belongs. That means one simple $25 entry opens the door to 4 different income streams. 1. The global power line. Every entry joins the global power line in order of purchase. Each one pays out 2 times $13.50 in BNB, earning $27 total. From that, the system sets aside $20 and pays $7 instantly to your wallet. Your entry then cycles again, up to 5 times total, generating $35 in BNB before it expires. And to keep the power line moving, the buyback fund creates system entries. These don't earn, but they push the line forward, helping everyone cycle faster. You can buy up to 20 entries per hour, multiplying your potential. 2. The unilevel. Here, you can invite as many people as you want, and you'll earn down 6 levels every time your team buys an entry. From 50 cents on your first level down to 10 cents on your 6th. Every commission is sent directly to your wallet. 3. The top 15 leaderboard. Every entry adds 50 cents in BNB to a weekly pool. The top 15 inviters share between 1% and 20% of that pool. Rewards are paid weekly, directly to wallets. No claiming, no delays. And to keep the cycle moving, a small 5% fee is sent to the system buyback, creating new entries for the power line. 4. The 3x2 team build. Invite at least 3 new members and unlock this 4th stream. Every $25 entry pays $5 to the direct sponsor, and you benefit from spillovers and spill-ups from your upline, downline, and even crossline members. Here's how it works. On level 1, your first spot pays you, the next 2 go to your sponsor. On level 2, the first spot payouts goes to your members, the next 2 goes to you, and the last spot resets your cycle. Each cycle generates $35 in BNB, and cycles are unlimited. Download MetaMask, Token Pocket, or SafePal wallet. Never use exchange wallets. Fund it with at least $25 in BNB plus gas fees. Get your inviter's referral link to register and purchase your entry. It's that simple. Ultra BNB. It takes money to make money.
Isn't that beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? And indeed, Ultra BNB, it takes money to make money. All right, so before we get into this presentation, I would like us to take these cautions, very important, as there are unforeseen circumstances that do happen in the crypto space. So Ultra BNB, we do remind our community about this, that do not invest more than you can afford to lose, as cryptocurrencies or online investment opportunities are always unpredictable and previous results can't guarantee the same in the future. Yes. So what is Ultra BNB, as many of us will be wondering or asking? Ultra BNB is actually a community-driven built program on the BNB blockchain network designed to provide a decentralized earning opportunities to participants across the globe, unlike traditional platforms that do controlled by centralized administrators. Yes, with us in Ultra BNB, it operates through smart contract that is 100% decentralized and transparent, as well as immutable, meaning it cannot be hacked. And once deployed, this smart contract cannot be altered, which ensures that the system runs automatically and exactly as programmed without manipulation or human interference. So let's take a look at these informations on here. Ultra BNB is a brand new and highly lucrative program built on the BNB blockchain. Ultra BNB is a smart contract, which means it is 100% decentralized, transparent, can never be changed. All payments go directly to your chosen wallet, be it MetaMask, Token Pocket, or SafePal, and there is no need of you making a withdrawal of these rewards. And what is a smart contract? Yes, a smart contract is a self-executing digital agreement written into lines of code that run on a blockchain. These computer programs automatically execute, control, or document events and actions, eliminating the need for admins. And because they are stored on a decentralized and a distributed blockchain, smart contracts are transparent, irreversible, tamper-proof, and secure. And with us in Ultra BNB utilizes this technology to provide a peer-to-peer decentralized networking system. And how does Ultra BNB works? Yes, each entry costs $25. Ladies and gentlemen, please get this information right. With us in Ultra BNB, rewards are tied to entries and not referrals. So each entry costs $25 in BNB Smart Chain. And this is how the distributions of these funds are made on here. So for each $25 in BNB entry purchased, $13.5 goes into the Powerline network, which is the global Powerline network, to fill a payment slot, pay to the next party or the next individual in line to receive earnings as they cycle out. $40.5 out of the $25 goes into the Ultra BNB auto buyback. Yes, so the auto buyback is a mechanism, a system which accelerates rewards in the Powerline network. It helps our users to earn, boosting the rewards in the power line, making each user waiting in line to earn and cycle out quickly or faster out of the power line network, as many of us have been experiencing that already. And with this exact contribution of $25, there is another $1.5 coming out, which goes into the Unilever network. And with that, we will learn into details how the commissions come in to reward us. And $0.5 out of this $25 goes into the top 15 leaderboard, which many of us are already observing and experiencing that too. On the top 15 leaderboard, we have some amazing leaders secured on these ranks, waiting patiently to receive these rewards at the end of the week. And the new leaderboard will be reset. They will basically reset and have a new board for these top 15 leaders to once again dominate the ranks. And $5 goes into the 3x2 team build. Yes, so the 3x2 team build is your personal team build. It's not a global build. It's your personal team build. That is you and your team of referrals that grow or build on this particular network, which helps you guys even earn more and cycle out faster as you equally wait to be earning or receiving rewards from the global power line. So we will get to learn and know the difference between the global power line and the 3x2 team build as we proceed with this presentation. So there are 4 ways to earn with us in Ultra BNB. Starting with the first one, which is the global power line. So the global power line is a community-driven network where everybody that joins us in Ultra BNB contributes to this global power line based on your timestamp, which is like a first come, first serve principle. All right. So the moment you purchase your entry, you are then given an entry ID, which you'll be able to, track your rewards and also track when it's getting to your turn to earn and cycle out from the global power line network. And the second income opportunity is the Unilever network. So the Unilever network is an active income opportunity or reward on here where you are rewarded based on your line of recruit. So it rewards you infinity wide, meaning you can build your network as many or as long as you want, where you can have thousands or 1 million users in your 11 network and they will be placed in your first level, which is your front line. However, it goes deep down to the seat level where the rewards coming in play are also equally paid directly to your wallet without a need of you making a withdrawal. And to the third income opportunities, the top 15 leaderboard. I think I've spoken about this already, but we will be looking into details shortly. And the 3x2 team build, of course, I've mentioned that too, which is basically you and your personal team of referrals growing your network. Now, starting with the global power line network. Let's take this straight line on here to represent the power line network in Ultra BNB. And we're going to use member entry 1 to represent any of us here on the call. And it says entries join the power line in order of purchase, meaning based on your timestamp. So for instance, if member entry 1 joined the power line network within the time frame of let's just assume 1 p.m. All right, so member entry 1 joined the Powerline network at 1 p.m. and purchased his or her entry during that time frame. So the next two people that are going to join the Powerline will contribute to his or her earnings, correct? So assuming member entry 2 join the Powerline network or join Ultra BNB within the time frame of 1 p.m. 5 minutes. All right, so let's assume member entry 2 joined the network 5 minutes late. So with that, member entry 2 will then follow suit. Who will be the next person after member entry 1 to also earn once member entry 1 and cycle out. But guess what is going to happen here? Member entry 2 contribution of $25, $13.5 will therefore be paid to the next person waiting in line to earn and cycle out, which is member entry 1, because member entry 1 is the very first person securing the top position of the Powerline network, waiting for him or her to earn as they cycle. So member entry 1 received the first payment of $13.5, waiting to receive the second, which will be coming from member entry 3. So member entry 3 contribution will therefore complete the payment or the rewards of $27 in BNB for member entry 1. And from this, the system will set aside $20 in BNB and pay out $7 to member entry 1's wallet. So guess what is going to happen here? Member entry 1 then receives the second payment, completing his two payments, which basically makes a total of $27 as explained. So each user receives two payment of 13, or each entry basically receives payment of 13.50 in BNB for a total of $25 in BNB. And from this, the system will set aside $20, which will therefore be used to recontribute a new entry for member entry 1. So guess what is going to happen here? Member entry 1 will then be out of the Powerline network, basically like cycling out, and therefore member entry 2 will secure the top position because member entry 2 or entry user 2 is the one next in line to receive this earning right after when member entry 1 cycled out. So member entry 2 then moves to the top, and then member entry 3 equally follows suit. So it's just a straight line where everybody follows each other based on our timestamp. All right, which is the time period where when you purchase your entry. So the second payment causes the entry to cycle out. But look at what is going to happen when a new entry contributes to the Powerline network, which is member entry 4. That contribution therefore goes to the next person who is to earn and cycle out, and that is member entry 2. So member entry 2 therefore receives $13.5 for member entry 4. But as we do understand, when an entry receives two payment of $13.5, making a total of $27, the system will set aside $20 to recreate their second entry in the form of like a re-entry. So guess what is going to happen with member entry 1 after he or she cycled? The system will therefore rejoins member entry 1 into the Powerline network in the next available spot to commence a new cycle. So member entry 1 rejoins the Powerline network as shown on here, and their contribution therefore goes to complete the second payment for member entry 2, which also causes member entry 2 to cycle out of the Powerline network. So this is how the global Powerline network operates based on our first come first serve principle and rewarding each user to be cycling over and over again. And each entry cycles a total of 5 times before expiring for a total of $35 in BNB, which is basically earning your capital and a profit of $10. All right, so for you to continue earning, that basically means you need to keep aside your profit of $10 in your wallet, then repurchase yourself a new entry worth of $25 to commence a new cycle and rewards. Yes, so I believe many of us have already cycled 5 times, and we had no idea that we've completed our cycle. So when it happens this way, all you have to do is just basically repurchase a new entry and keeping aside your profit so you can continue earning with us in Ultra BNB. Now, moving on to the next diagram, which is the Powerline system entries. So the Powerline system entries is an additional, or let me say an add-on feature which how the Powerline rewards its users faster. So this is where the auto buyback feature comes into play. So once again, assuming member entry one secured their position in the global Powerline network. So it says each time the Powerline accumulates $13.5 in BNB, it creates a system entry. This is basically the auto buyback feature we are talking about here. So the auto buyback, the moment it accumulates funds of $4.5 to $13.50 in BNB, it creates a system entry. So there we have system entry position in the Powerline network. But with system entries, their purpose is basically to contribute rewards to the Powerline network without earning. So with this contribution is therefore paid to member entry one. So member entry one is the beneficiary of this reward or contribution. So they earn these amounts waiting to receive their second contribution, which can equally come from an actual user, like a person that making their purchase of entry for the first time, or a recontribution which is taking effect automatically by the system, or even the system entry itself purchasing another entry after accumulating the funds to 13.5. So guess what? When member entry 2 contributes to the Powerline network, their contribution helps member entry 1 to complete its cycle. So member entry 1 then cycles out of the Powerline network, and system entry, as we do understand, they do not end from the Powerline network. So even when system entry it gets to its turn to end, the system entry basically expires, leaving the top position vacant for the next member, which is member entry 2, to secure the top position. So now we understand that with system entries, its purpose is just to help our members to earn and cycle faster without earning from it. That is why in our back office, you will never see system entries being part of the users or the entries that are to earn in the Powerline network, because they are not significantly, considered as an actual entry waiting in line to earn. Yeah, so the system repeats itself again, and whenever system entry contributes or accumulates funds to 13.5, it contributes to the Powerline network once again, benefiting the next user, which is member entry 2. They equally benefit this reward of 13.5, and when an actual user or another entry is commenced, they receive that too, helping them cycle out from the Powerline network. So the system entries ensures funds keep moving through the Powerline network, helping our users to be earning over and over as we keep cycling on consecutively. Yeah, so that is the amazing thing about the Powerline network. And of course, the system entry also boosted rewards in there. Now, moving on to the next diagram, which is the rules of the Powerline. So each participant receives two payments of $13.5, totaling $27 in BNB. From this, the system sets aside $20 and pays out $7 in BNB directly to your wallet. Meanwhile, the initial capital within the smart contract is contributed to the system buyback, which is used to purchase additional entries, and this process helps users earn more frequently and cycle out faster in the Powerline network. So basically, without contributions that we are making or contributing basically through the Powerline network, the moment we cycle out 5 times, earning our capital and making our profit, our initial capital is therefore contributed to the system buyback, which the system automatically uses these funds to purchase more system entries to boost the rewards in the Powerline network. And this is happening real time for many of us in the system. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, from each $25 entry, you make a total of $35 in BNB. And then, you will cycle 5 times, then your entry expires, your $20 capital goes to the system auto buyback to speed up the Powerline cycle. Why is it your $20 capital which goes back into the system and not $25? Because the moment you purchase an entry worth of $25 from your pocket money, the system contributes $5 to the 3x2 team build network. So it's in the form of diversification, creating numerous opportunities for you to make more money. So it diversify your funds, contributing a portion to the global power line, a portion to the level network, a portion to the leaderboard, a portion to the auto buyback, and another portion, which is the $5 to the 3x2 team build. So these distributions of funds are basically in a form of diversification for our users to continue earning, and everything on here is done 100% decentralized, as the rewards are paid or committed back to the community to earn more on this note. So you can purchase up to 20 entries every hour. Yes, so that is the window where you can buy as many entries you want, but it's limited to just 20 entries every hour. So you plan on purchasing 100 entries in a day. That means you will have like 5 hours to do that. So every hour you purchase 20, 25 times, and that will help you acquire 100 entries with us in Ultra BNB. So moving on to the next income opportunity, which is the unilevel network or system. So with a unilevel, you can invite as many people as you want. And trust me, guys, this is unlimited with meaning. As long as you keep engaging yourself in team building, referring others, helping them purchase their entries and all that, you will be growing your unilevel network in this exponential growth to infinity. But the rewards are paid to you 6 down or 6 levels deep. All right, so you earn on 6 levels deep, and all these rewards are paid directly and straight to your wallet without the need of you making a withdrawal. So basically, with us in Ultra BNB, any reward or any type of commission payments coming to you are actually paid directly to your wallet without you making a withdrawal or basically making claims of it. All right, so it is 100% peer-to-peer, and in a sense where funds are directly paid to your wallet without you doing any sort of withdrawals. Yeah, so looking at the chart on our left side is the levels and the earnings. So the level goes deep down to 6 levels, and you can clearly see that on each level there is a reward which you earn based on the number of entries purchased by your direct referrals and their subsequent referrals. So assuming if you have, let's say, 10 referrals in your first level and each of them purchase 10 entries, that will make a total of 100 entries. So 100 multiplied by 50 cents basically will make $50 rewards, right? So you earn $50 reward in your first level. And again, in the second level, where your first level duplicates their number, which applying duplication of 2. So assuming in your second level you have 20 indirect referrals, each of them also purchase 10 entries, that will make a total of 200 entries. So 200 multiplied by 30 cents, which is the reward that you earn on each entry purchased by your indirect referrals on the second level, will make a total of $60. So this can go all the way down to the seed level, and you'll find yourself earning more on the unilevel side of the business. So right from the second to the seed level, these rewards coming to you are actually commissions based on your team build growth, but they are not your direct referrals, which is like your direct referrals, they are referrals. So basically your indirect referrals. So you benefit from your team build growth as long as each and every one of you are engaged in team building. So that is the amazing part of the level side of the business as an add-on feature for team builders to make more money with us here in Ultra BNB. Now, moving on to the third income opportunity, where is the top 15 leaderboard. And with the top 15 leaderboard, for every entry purchased, 50 cents in BNB goes into the leader bonus pool. And the top 15 inviters will be rewarded between 1% and 20% of the pool total once a week. And we can clearly see this happening already. I think at the moment we have over $500 seated in the leader reward bonus pool. And it's going to keep growing until the final day, which is the 7th day. And these rewards will be dispersed in real time, paid directly to these top 15 leaders or inviters in Ultra BNB. Yeah, so it's gonna happen in real time, guys. And again, these These rewards are paid directly to members' wallets without the need of making a withdrawal. Yes. So everything is done peer to peer and automatically by the smart contract. Now, once rewards have been paid out, the leaderboard is cleared out and a new weekly competition starts. So let me say each week, whenever these rewards are paid to the top 15 leaders, there's going to be a fresh sheet, all right, for the second or the new week to also commence, where leaders will have to, once again, dominate the ranks based on their team build efforts. And consistently, you will be benefiting or earning these rewards as the community keeps growing and as you are engaged in team building. So here with us in Ultra BNB, team builders are really rewarded based on their efforts. You guys are recognized and rewarded based on your efforts. Now, moving on to the next diagram, which is the leaderboard ranks and rewards. Yes, so we have the ranks starting all the way from the Ultra Prime to the 15th rank, which is the Ultra Nova. And we can clearly see that on each rank, there is a reward commission waiting for you, the top leader who has secured that particular rank. So at the moment, we have, some leaders. Unfortunately, I'm not tuned to my back office. I would have mentioned some top leaders on there, but you guys can clearly do that on your end. Once you log into your back office, just click on the leaderboard contest and you see the current leaders on the chart. Yeah, so we have Ultra Prime, Ultra Titan, Ultra Supreme, Ultra Dominator, all the way to Ultra Nova. And you can clearly see that on each rank, these are the rewards percentages that you earn out of the total amount in the pool. So if it is $1,000, which is in the pool, you will share this reward accordingly. If it is $100,000, which is in the pool for a particular week, you all share these rewards accordingly. If it is $30,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever amount which is significant in the pool, it is shared accordingly to the top 15 leaders based on their ranks, all right, and these percentages. But let's take a note of this. There is a 5% fee applies, which the system automatically deducts from rewards. Yes, and this fee goes into the system buyback. Once the buyback accumulates to 13.5, it is used to purchase a new system entry, helping the power line move faster. So we always try to find ways and means to help our users consistently be earning from the power line network. So we thought about it that, okay, even aside these rewards going to our top 15 leaders, it will be nice that a certain percentage, whether it's 5%, is being contributed back into the auto buyback to help users in the power line to, consistently be earning on there and be cycling out over and over. So there is a 5% coming from this, reward pool, which is like a small margin contributed to the auto buyback just to help the auto buyback to do its thing in a form of like boosting the power line network. Yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, moving on to 3x2 team build, which gives a fourth income stream and rewards you for bringing at least 3 new members to Ultra BNB. So in a 3x2 team build, like I mentioned earlier, there's your team build network or your team build effort based on how you go about, team building, where each and every one of you can just basically be duplicating by 3. You invite 3, you let your referrals also invite 3, everybody inviting 3. It will help you earn more and faster here in the 3x2 team build as you equally wait till it gets to your turn in the global build to earn and cycle out. So as soon as you buy your first entry for $25 in BNB, your enroller, which is your sponsor, gets a payment of $5 in BNB. And you will also benefit from spillovers and spillouts from direct referrals, upline, downline, and crossline members. So let's take a look how this come into play with this diagram. Everyone starts with 3 empty spots. The moment you purchase your entry, your 3 spots is set for you to start filling up your network. So as you invite people and they make a purchase, it triggers payment of $5 in BNB. So assuming the first person that you invited and they made their purchase of an entry, $5 will therefore come to you. All right, so you'll be receiving $5 from the position 1, which comes directly to you and is paid to your wallet. Now, if you share the opportunity to the next people, or let me say to the next two, people to join you, guess what? They will secure position 2 and 3. But the payment from position 2 and 3 will then go to your sponsor. So if your sponsor happens to be me, then guess what? Me being your sponsor, I earn the position 2 and 3 rewards. So your sponsor earns $10 whilst you earn $5. But don't get this wrong. This team build growth is based on either referrals or entry. So you can even get spillovers from your sponsor. Your sponsor can even purchase more entries, and you can, get a spillover from there, benefiting you to earn in the 3x2 team build. So it's very important that when you are joining Ultra BNB, you find yourself in a good team, in a team that they are actively building, growing, hosting Zoom trainings like this, and, being there to support their members. In so doing, you will find yourself being favored with these spillovers that equally help you to also be earning and cycling over and over and over again. So if you're a newly member here on the call, I'll plead with you that right after this call, get back to your sponsor, request of their link, sign up, let them help you fund your wallet, purchase your entry, and start growing with them. Okay? It's gonna help you so much where you benefit from these spillovers and rewards in the team building structure. Now, let's move on to the next diagram. So, your level 2 members also start with 3 spots. So basically everybody starts with 3 empty spots the moment we purchase our entry. So guess what? We have you on the top, and in your first level, you already have your 1, 2, 3 referrals, secured on there, which you earn from them, and your sponsor equally earn from the other 2 and 3 positions. Now, guess what is going to happen here? So the payment from each of them filling their number 1 spot goes to them. Equally, your referrals, when they, also choose to refer, or they get a spillover from you, or even from your upline, which is your sponsor, which the first payment that is positioned in their number 1 spot will then go to them. All right. But the second and third position payment will therefore come to you, because equally when it happened in your level 1, where you earn the number 1 spot payment, the number 2 and number 3 spot payments were paid to your sponsor, right? So when it is your turn, or it's in your level 2 structure where your referrals equally also, start referring, where they got themselves 3 referrals on each of their 3 empty spots, the second and the third position payment is just right and fair for you to also earn that. So you earn from 2 and 3 position payments on the first leg, second leg, but on the third leg, the third payment which you are supposed to receive on the third leg over here will then create a new board or position under your sponsor, which will help you earn. So basically, we follow our sponsor in the 3x2 team build network, no matter where they go or which board they cycle from. So once they complete a certain board, a new board is created for them where they are waiting for their referrals. So when the referrals also complete their board, they also join their sponsor on that new board. So each and everybody in the 3x2, we keep following our sponsors in the 3x2 team board. So you never get to miss out. But we have to take this information very important, what I'm about to say. There was a situation which happened 2 days ago, which one of our members actually referred, but he forgot to purchase his entries before his team, do so. So when the team made their purchase of entry, the sponsor missed out the commissions in the 3x2 team build. So it's very important that the moment you register with us in Ultra BNB, the first thing that you need to do is to purchase your entry before sharing your link with others. All right, it's very important you do that. For some reason, let's assume maybe you don't have the capital, the means to buy your entries. That is when you can leverage on the rewards in the Unilevel side of the business to raise funds so you can equally also buy your entries. Then you don't have any other choice but set up your invite link and start sharing with others as you help them to buy their entries. In so doing, you earn rewards in the level bonus even when you don't have an entry, like an active entry yourself. Yes, so members or people can even earn free here, but only in the Unilevel side of the business when they engage in active team building and their team equally do the same. Okay, so it's only the Unilevel where one can earn based on their active team building, and these rewards are paid to them whether they have an active entry or not. All right, moving on. So how to get started with us in Ultra BNB is quite simple and straightforward. You need to download any of these three dApp wallets, be it MetaMask, Token Pocket, or SafePal. Okay, and once you are through setting up your wallet, you're funding with the least amount of $25 in BNB plus a little extra for gas fee. So it can be $2 or $3 as an add-on to that for the gas fee, and you'll be able to have a successful purchase of your entry. So once you're through with that, the next thing for you to do is to get back to whoever shared this amazing opportunity with you, request of their invite link, and let them help you register or sign up with us as you purchase your first entry to begin your journey with us in Ultra BNB. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. And there is an important information here which we need to take this information into thought, which it says, please only use one of the three wallets recommended. Do not under any circumstance use an exchange wallet. All right, please, no one should use an exchange wallet, be it Binance exchange or Bybit or any other exchange. It's for your own good. So adhere to these terms, and you'll be at a safer side with us in Ultra BNB. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. This brings us to the end of the first session, which is the overview presentation. The next section is going to be a back office training right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so please let me know if you can see my screen. Just put 2 in the chat box if you can see my screen. Currently, I am broadcasting my back office. So if you can see the screen, just put a 2 in the chat. Awesome. I'm glad that you guys can see my screen. That means we can proceed with the back office training. So once again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Those that are joining us on the call, you're welcome. And we already had our first session, which was the overview presentation of Ultra BNB. The second part of it is going to be the back office training. And right after that, we will begin with a Q&A. Okay, so for newly members that are joining us here on the call that haven't yet registered, the moment you request the link from your sponsor and you sign up, this is how your back office interface is going to look like. All right, so don't get it twisted or be confused. It's quite simple, nothing complicated. And we have here the home page. So on the home page, there's a welcome note on here. Underneath it is your unique invite link. For the first time you registering with us in Ultra BNB, you're gonna have it in in a mixed words and numbers form. So you basically have to just click on change username, which would therefore bring you to your profile page where you have to update your profile. So when you scroll down, you'll find it on here which says your username. So you can clear this, whatever name that is on there, you can clear it and input your username, your preferred name. And once you're through, you can either upload a new avatar or upload your favorite picture or image on there. Then you click on save. So right after saving your profile username and as well as your profile picture, you therefore have it, your username, you'll have it attached to your invite link. So for this particular account, it's for training and educational purposes only. So I'm not actually using it to engage in team building. Yes, so I have it on here, my username to be admin1. And I caution everybody, if you're new on here, please do not use this username, okay? It's just right for you to get back to your sponsor and request of their link. All right. Now, moving on to this side, to my right is the leaderboard contest. So we'll come back to that, but let's move on. So beneath the welcome to back office page, we have the purchase entries. So this is where you need to focus right after setting up your username. The next thing for you to do is to purchase your entries. So depending on the number of entries you wish to purchase or you have funded in your wallet to purchase, you just have to click on this plus button to select that. So if it is one entry, you click on one, then you're gonna have it on here, purchase now button to be enabled for you to purchase. At the moment, I do not have enough ones in my wallet, so it shows that the purchase now button doesn't really show up. It's not enabled for me to proceed with this purchase. So when you have a certain, let me say, when you set up to a certain number, which you don't have its equivalent of amounts to make that purchase, this is how you're going to experience it. This is what's going to happen. The purchase now button will be disabled for you not to purchase, meaning your funds is not sufficient or enough for you to proceed in purchasing that certain number of entries. So all you have to do is just click on the negative button to reduce it to a certain number which actually fit your budget. Then you click the purchase now and it will be connected to the smart contract. You confirm by entering your password and that is it. The smart contract will execute your purchase and get you your first entry purchase in the Ultra BNB platform. So the moment your entry is purchased, you're gonna find it on here at my 3x2 team build metrics that you have a 3 spots set up for you, and basically you'll be the very first person at the top. Then you have the empty spot on here. So the moment you share the opportunity with 3 of your friends or your loved ones or anybody and they secure the first 3 spots, guess what? You will receive the first payment coming from this position 1, whilst the second and the third position payment goes to your sponsor. Okay, and equally, when these 3 of your friends or loved ones also engage in team building by just sharing the opportunity with 3 people only, they will also secure their 1, 2, and 3 position underneath them, which will be in your second level of your 3x2 team build. Now, to them, they are going to receive the first position payments, which goes directly to them, but the second and third position payment will be coming to you. Yes, so you will earn the second and third position payment, but on the last position, yes, on the last spot position, will then recycle you, which will create a new entry for you to basically be earning from there. All right, on a new board under your sponsor to be earning from there. So let's assume I click on this side where it's choose cycle, basically the next board. So when I click on board 2, let's see what we have here. So yes, so you can see that on my board 2 is also filling up beautifully, which I have these referrals that are following me in my board 2. So equally, all my referrals from board 1, there are some of them that are yet to cycle to join me in board 2 or in the next board. So as long as I am engaged in team building or maybe I'm being favored by spillovers, it helps me earn and cycle out faster from a particular board, helping me move to the next board. So you can see that when I move to the next board, my referrals in my board 1, let me go back to board 1 to show you guys something real quick. I have here this referral on here. I have Live Like Daniel on here, another referral. These are basically spillovers coming in. So we have these 2 referrals here, but this particular referral, we can clearly see this referral here in my second board. So you see that my referral is following me in my second board. So similarly, when my referral follows me and I'm still engaged in team building or get spillovers coming from my sponsor or upline, they equally also help me earn more in the 3x2, which with these ones are spillovers that are coming into play. And equally, when I am engaged in buying multiple entries, my own entries also fill up my metric system. So if for some reason I do have some referrals in my team, they equally get spillovers or spill out from me too, helping them earn and cycle out. So this is the beauty in the 3x2 team build, where it helps you and your team to earn and cycle out faster. So we can see that we do have some empty spots or positions within the metric system, meaning they are yet to be filled up if I'm consistently engaged in team building or keep getting these spillovers from my sponsor or upline. So with a 3x2 team build, it's you and your team build effort that is going to help you guys earn more in this network. Now, moving on to the next, yes. So we have here my details. So my details shows your username, your user ID, your address, your registered, period, and your sponsor. And moving on to the next is your unilevel downline tree. So with a unilevel downline tree, just as we observed during the overview presentation, it rewards users from the level 1 to the seed level, and the rewards are paid in cents, okay? But it's actually the $1 coming from our $25 purchase, which is therefore contributed or distributed and paid to the bar sponsors in this line of recruit. So you can clearly see in my level 1, I have 2 referrals here, and total entries purchased by either the two of them or maybe a single person is $6 in rewards commission to me. So 12 multiplied by 50 cents, I get to earn $6 in total from that level. And moving on to the level 2, I equally have 2 referrals here too, and you can see that on there we have 92 entries, meaning my indirect referrals are purchasing more entries than my direct referrals, which there is no problem with that, okay? It's based on each and every one buying power. So depending on your strength, that is what you can afford, you go in it. You know that you can afford that much, you just start with what you can. Yeah, so it's very important we take notice of all these too. So in my level 2, we have 92 entries, and with that multiplied by 30 cents, and me a total of $27.60 in a form of like reward from the level side of the business. Then to the 10 level, we have 10 referrals or 10 indirect referrals here. And with that, the total of entries, which is 157 entries purchased by these 10 referrals, multiplied by 25 cents, earn me $39.25 in the 10 level. So it keeps going all the way down to the seat. And let's take a look at the 4th level where we have 36 referrals, and the total of entries purchased by this number is 208 entries. And with that multiplied by 20 cents, earn me $41.60. So ladies and gentlemen, we can clearly see that I'm even earning more in the level side of the business than even with the power line side, all right? Because I only purchased one entry, okay? I think 1 or 2 entries, right? Yes, but we'll be looking into data on that note shortly. So it goes all the way down to the seed level, and as long as your team are engaged in team building, you will earn infinity wide but deep down to the seed level. And these rewards will be coming in cents, which you might be thinking that they are no money, but trust me, little drops of water turns into a mighty ocean, and we can clearly see that happening here with us in Ultra BNB. Now to the next is the global stats. So the global stats, currently we have 307 total users. Congratulations to each and every one of us that is engaged in team building. However, this number of registered users, not everyone is an active user in this platform. We just have to, learn that, all right? It's very important. It's not everybody which is active. So please, let's get in touch with our inactive referrals or people. Let's encourage them. Let's educate them further of how Ultra BNB works and get them on board with us as we all earn and grow in the business. I know a lot of people will be skeptical about it. People might, even term Ultra BNB elsewhere, opportunities and stuff like that. But trust me, knowledge is very important, and knowledge is power. Once you acquire knowledge, understanding how something works, trust me, you can leverage on that knowledge in order to achieve your financial dreams and goals. And we have a beautiful system with Ultra BNB. Let me put it this way. I have done so many networking structures or systems, peer-to-peer, crowdfunding, you name them, but there is none which compares to Ultra BNB. There is something we really put into thought, and I wouldn't be the only person to take all this credit. It was some amazing leaders that also shared their ideas and views on how we can come out with Ultra BNB, and putting these thoughts together is what we have Ultra BNB here, and it's blessing many of us financially already. It's just about numbers, guys. The moment everybody grasps hold of this concept, understanding how it works, we will grow exponentially. So gradually we are getting there, and it's just going to be a community team builder effort. And trust me, we will blow internationally. Everybody will get to hear about us, and the rewards will be, coming in left and right, center and back. Now, moving on to the bottom here, we have the power line stats, the 3x2 team-based stats, and the unilevel referral stats. So the power line stats, we have here entries purchased A and entries created from cycle B. So the entries purchased A are actually entries which you have purchased from your pocket money. So we can all see that I do have 2 entries here, which means I purchased these entries from my pocket money. Now, the entries created from cycle B are entries that the system recreated for me after completing a certain cycle. And we understand that one entry will complete 5 cycles and it expires totally from the Powerline network. Okay, so with that, we can see I have 7 entries created from my purchase entry A. So meaning one of my entries have completed a cycle. And for you to know which of your entries have completed that cycle, you come to here, you come at the bottom here, entries completed, 5 cycles. It shows what? 1/2. Meaning out of my 2 entries purchased in A, 1 has completed the cycle. You get it? So this is how you get to know among your entries purchased in A, which one of them have completed their 5 cycles. So you get to see that here. Now, let's get back on here. So the created entries from cycle B, we can now see that a second entry which I purchased has also completed 2 cycles, meaning it's left out with 3. Then that one too will be, done, totally complete and expire from the Powerline network. So now I have to prepare to purchase my next entry once I complete these 5 cycles, so I can continue earning and also contributing back to the network, helping others to also earn and cycle out. Now, let's take a look at the total entries owned by A and B. So that is like the add-on entries from the A and B. Like when you add these together, you earn the total entries on here. So as you can see, 7 plus 2 makes a total of 9. So with that too, we have the records on there for you to know the total entries owned by your purchase entry from your pocket money and entries created by the system after completing your first cycle and the other cycles continuously to the 5th one. Then the amount spent to purchase your entries will also be documented here. So it's $50, which I spent on purchasing 2 entries. And even with that, you can clearly see the total earned from the power line is $56. So I have gotten my capital back and made a profit of $6. But I'm yet to even earn more, as now I'm left with like 3 other entries to complete, which each of those entries is going to earn me $7. So 7 times 3 is going to be an additional $21 added to this $56, making a total of, if my math is correct, $80, right? Yeah, so that is how much I am going to earn on here, like $70. Sorry, that's gonna be $70, right? Yeah, so or 77. Well, I believe so. Yeah, so that is it, by the way. Now moving on to the 3x2 team metric stats. So on the 3x2 team metric stats, we have the entries purchased. Like whenever you purchase an entry, like I said from the beginning, the system diversify your contribution. It creates other opportunities for you to earn. So a portion going into the Powerline network creates an entry, and the $5 also going into the 3x2 metrics network also creates your entries. So we have 2 entries on each of these networks, which the Powerline is 2, the 3x2 is also 2. So entry cycle is 1. So meaning I have completed 1 cycle from the Powerline 3x2 metric system. Now let's scroll up. Let me show you guys something real quick. So this is what it means by the cycle, the complete cycle. So when you complete a cycle in the metrics, it creates a new board for you. Now let's move on to the third board. You see that on the third board, I don't have any entries on there or any records found in the third board, meaning I haven't yet complete my second cycle or my second board. So it's not documented underneath on here, like beneath in the 3x2 team build start. So it only shows only one cycle for me. So the moment I complete that second board to the third, it will then be documented here as 2 cycles. So this is how you also get to know the number of cycles or boards you are completing, which you have it on there and also recorded here. Then to the bottom, we have the total earned from the 3x2 metrics. So in the 3x2 team build metrics, I have earned $50. Yes. So as you can see, these are rewards paid directly to my wallet. And I only started with how much? $50. And with that, I've even earned my capital back and made a profit of $6 in the power line. Then equally earned $50 from the 3x2 team build. So with Ultra BNB, you earn both sides of the business, which is the global build and the team build. All right. So the team build is you and your team of referrals growth, which helps you earn more on that network. And the global power line is the entire community, everybody that is joining the Ultra BNB business, which are positioned on there, helping one another and cycle from the global build. And you can see if we are to add 50 plus the $56, that means I have earned a total of $106. And if I take out my capital of $50 from that, I've basically earned $56 in profit. And that is the beauty of Ultra BNB, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but it doesn't end there. Now let's move to the next income opportunity here, which is the unilevel structure. So we have the unilevel referral stats, and the total referrals are 2. Active referrals, meaning out of the 2 referrals, how many of them that are active? And we can clearly see that it's just 1. So meaning there is a next party in my team of referrals who haven't yet activated their entry, all right, or purchased their entry. And you can see that just the 1 active referral alone is the very same person that have helped me earn in the 3x2 and also and in the unilevel income, or which is the unilevel structure. So in the unilevel, you can see the total unilevel bonus earned is $140.50. Let me zoom this so you guys can see it well. It's $140.15 from the unilevel. Is this my unilevel downline tree? All right. So all these rewards added together is what gives me the total on here as $140. So I started with just $50, engaged in a few team building efforts by sharing with a few people, and these are the rewards being paid or commissioned to me. So that is it, guys. Now let's move on to the next, which is the global power line. So with the global power line, this is how or where you get to find which of your entries that are getting closer in order to end and cycle out. So depending on your entry ID number, which you have secured, you'll see that on here at the top. Now, these 2 beneath are the ones contributing to your reward, as we explained in the overview presentation, that the moment you secure a position in the power line network, you receive 2 payments, 2 payments from 2 entries, which helps you earn and cycle out. So at the moment, we have entry number 620 yet to cycle from the power line network, and that entry was coming from user number 9, which his entry is 1023. So one thing we need to also understand here in the global stat, that there are many users that have cycled multiple times or have like multiple cycles, which it creates a new entry for them, contributing back to the power line network. So even though we might see the gaps or we might see the power line network this way, it's not actually that, let me say, that huge gap in between. No, because there are some entries that are yet to expire and they'll be out of the power line for good. So once it happens, guess what? The power line will be skipping many entries and be paying real entries, like entries owned by people waiting in line to be earning and cycle out quickly. So once an individual makes a purchase right now, you see how fast the entries will be filling up on here in a Powerline network, helping others and then be cycling over and over again. So that is it. And then let's take a look at the payments. Yeah, so with the payments, when you come on here, all the, let me say, rewards that you are earning are also documented here. This is where you get to see which payments that are coming to you. You can equally connect to your Telegram, yeah, your Telegram messenger, where you'll be receiving these notifications to in real time on there. I'll be showing you guys before we end this course. So you can see all the rewards which I'm earning from my team build and all that. Everything is being recorded here for your own benefit, which includes the hash IDs as well. So you can basically track all these on the blockchain. And referrals, we have them here. This is where you get to see your referrals and all that. Let's move on to the leaderboard. Yes. So with the leaderboard too, here we are. We have the team of leaders in our networks. At the moment, the leaderboard, we have $626 seated in the leaderboard, which will be, paid out to these top 15 leaders once the contest ends. So we are left with 4 days, 22 hours, 48 minutes, 24 seconds for these rewards to be paid out in real time to the top 15 leaders. So look at this. The ranks keeps going all the way down to the 15th person in there. So even the 15th person is earning 1%, which is $6 out of the total pool. So imagine as we keep up growing our numbers and entry purchases in Ultra BNB, where we have 10,000s, which is like 5 to 6 figures in the leader reward pool. Just imagine how beautiful it will be and rewarding for the top 15 leaders that will keep up, like consistently be growing with us in Ultra BNB. Just imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. So there is massive rewards here, and it needs each and every one commitment and consistency in team building, sharing the opportunity, and everybody will be benefiting handsomely with us in Ultra BNB. So the top position is secured by my MYK Uchan, Mike Uchan. Sorry, I'm unable to pronounce the name right, but that is the top leader, leading on this bot with 13 referrals, followed by BNB Crypto 9 referrals, Incredible 123 8 referrals, Ultra BNB 8, Billionaire I am Billionaire 96, and it keeps going all the way down to the 15th rank. So that is it too. And what else am I missing out here? Yes, we have the social media handles. So you can, if you're a new member on the call, you can join us here. We have the Telegram community. We have the Facebook group. You can join us on any of our social media gatherings or group to follow up with updates and team build. You can equally invite your teams and others to also join us on there. Let's share our earning proofs. Let's share the excitement, the rewards, and our knowledge basically about Ultra BNB on these platforms as we grow in the business. So that is it. And for you to connect to your Telegram, you just click on your profile icon here. Yes, once you click on there, you see Telegram notification. You click on Telegram notification, then you click on open boot. It will then direct you to Telegram, which basically you have to follow the instructions to connect your account to Telegram. So whenever you start earning or whatever activities in terms of the rewards coming to you will equally be also shared with you on Telegram, which you'll be receiving this notification to help you track the rewards coming to you on this. So this provides total transparency, like 100% total transparency, helping our users also keep tracks of their rewards and team build growth with us in Ultra BNB. So I believe I've been able to cover up everything here concerning our back office and as well as the overview presentation. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give room for some few Q&A. So if you have a question, please put up your hand or write in the chat box and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Just few questions, then we bring the webinar meeting to an end. And hopefully tomorrow, same time, same place, we gather here and let's do our best to continue inviting our teams to this course as the information here that are shared are valuable as the earnings we receive in Ultra BNB. Thank you. So Q&A section, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it going. If you have a question, put up your hand or write in the chat box. Rahman, unfortunately, I'm unable to read your tests. I don't understand that language. Can anybody help me with what Ramon is saying? If you understand what, it'll be difficult for me to, respond to Ramon tests. I believe that is in Philippine language. Okay, so he's asking who is the owner of this platform. Yes, I am the owner of this platform. My name is Daniel Abajida Costa. I'm a network marketer by profession. I've been in this industry for over a decade and a half, almost getting to 2 decades. I've helped a lot of project owners and teams build and grow in their network. I've equally also shared my knowledge and skills through this internet space with other team of developers and company owners that have established tremendous 6 to 7 figure companies and brands out there. So it's just right for us to equally have our very own platform. But I chose to, do something this time which will be different from the others which we have done in the past. And this time around, we have provided 100% decentralized networking system where rewards are paid directly and peer-to-peer to individuals' wallets without the need of you making a withdrawal, and all commissions that come in through the system are paid back to the community and no funds going to admins whatsoever. So we are making a difference in this space, just like Satoshi Nakamoto came in with Bitcoin, making it a decentralized system, giving users the total control of their funds and how they go about in earning with the Bitcoin technology. So we are also giving the community or network marketers the total control of their funds, their community and network, because we have the saying, your network determines your network. So as long as you have trustworthy platforms like this where you can share with your communities to join, knowing that there is no funds going to admins and there is no reward being kept in any centralized account or wallet or vote, you have total control of that platform. You have total control of your earnings. The funds are distributed in real time, awarded to you based on your effort, and also your referrals benefit from your team build growth. And equally in the global Powerline network, we supported each user to benefit and earn and cycle out. So that is it, Ramon. I am the founder of Ultra BNB, and it's a pleasure meeting each and every one of you on this call. All right, Leader Jane. I don't know. Any further questions, guys? If there are no questions coming in, I'd like to, bring the call to an end.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just have one question to ask. This is my first time of joining the program, though I have knowledge about it, but just one question. I understand that we circle out 5 times in one purchase. So my question is, in that our circle out, and we make a profit of $10. That $10, is it in one circle out or in 5 circle outs?
All right, so each cycle that you complete, you earn $7. 7 times 5 makes a total of $35. So when you take your capital of $25, the remaining $10 is your profit.
All right. Thank you so much. Then my
You're
next
welcome.
question is, our capital being the $25, is it going to be locked down, or after the
No.
circle out, are we going to have our both profit and capital down?
Yeah, so once you complete 5 cycles, you are basically earning both your capital and profit, which makes a total of the $35.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So there is another question coming from Ramon. According to Tang Global Post, the owner of this platform is Miss Hande from Philippines. Sorry, there is no owner or there is no other leader in partnership with me here in Ultra BNB that is from Philippines. No, there was actually a co-founder who happens to be Vikas from India, but unfortunately there was a misunderstanding between the two of us, which I had to drop him by the way. So now I'm the sole owner of Ultra BNB, and even with that, I do not take ownership of that. I see being the owner of this platform, because Ultra BNB is totally decentralized. Everybody can basically be the owner of it, just like with Bitcoin technology. Even though we know that Satoshi Nakamoto is the owner, but he does not have control of the Bitcoin network and the rise or 4 of the Bitcoin token. The value of Bitcoin is determined by the people, the community. Similarly, with Ultra BNB, the value of Ultra BNB will be determined by its community. As long as we are engaged in team building, sharing this amazing opportunity with others, assisting our teams and all that, everybody gets to, benefit from its technology. So thank you for, bringing up that. I'm actually hearing this for the first time. It's funny, actually, yeah, that someone is tagging himself or herself to be the owner of Ultra BNB. Okay, so moving on, there are which other question? Unfortunately, I do not understand Philippines. So guys, I'll be happy if you can, translate them in English and share with us on here. All right, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for showing up to today's webinar call. It is an honor and a pleasure having you guys on this call. Hopefully tomorrow, same time, same place here, we will be gathered here and we will learn more about Ultra BNB. And trust me, guys, we are just getting started. This is an amazing platform, basically designed for the people, by the people. I'm just like you guys. I'm a network marketer by profession. We've been doing this for other brands and companies. That's right and about time for us to do it, to be genuine in a sense where every network marketer can leverage on this platform to, earn tremendous rewards with us in Ultra BNB. So thank you guys, and may you enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully tomorrow we meet up once again here. Bye for now.